Hi, and a very good day to everyone. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever read a poem and felt like all the comparisons sound the same? So today we are from Group 3 and we will be pitching about our teaching technique called Simile Builder. So what is a Simile Builder? It's a simple yet effective method to help students create meaningful similes instead of just memorizing the common ones. So our focus is on one per three devices, which is simile. And as we know, similes are comparison using like or as, but many students struggle when it comes to creating them on their own. So we developed Simile Builder. A Simile Builder is a step-by-step technique that helps students build similes in a clearer, easier, and a more creative way. So now, before we start the pitching and explain our situation, let's first look at the problem. So why do students struggle with similes in poetry? So, as you can see here, we have identified three main issues. So, for the first one, students tend to memorize similes instead of actually understanding how they are actually formed. So, for example, they may remember phrases like as busy as a bee or as cold as ice, but when they are asked to create their own similes, they often get stuck. So, this shows that your learning is more memorization rather than understanding the meaning. Second, students struggle to create similes on their own. So when given a topic, they either repeat familiar examples or produce incomplete comparison. So this usually happens when they are not given a clear step-by-step method to guide them. And for the third problem, their comparisons are often weak or very unclear. So sometimes the objects they choose do not match the quality they want to describe. So for instance, saying like happy like a rock does not really make any sense because the comparison is not logical or even meaningful.
As for the solution for the stated problem just now, our solution is the Simile Builder. So what is Simile Builder? It is a step-by-step technique combined with a worksheet guide to help students form a clear and meaningful similes. Instead of just guessing, students follow a structured process to make the learning process more guided and effective. For the structures to our technique here, so the foundation of this is we will first introduce the students to two simple simile structures. So for the first one we have here is the S blank space S blank space pattern, which is mainly used to describe qualities. So for example that we have here is she is as sweet as honey. And the second pattern is the like pattern. And this pattern is used for actions or direct comparisons. So for example that we have here in the slide, he is brave like a lion. These structures act as a foundation before we move into a deeper practice. So this is the demonstration step-by-step use how to use the simile builder techniques. So for the S blank space structure, step 1, we should choose a subject. For example, we have here is she, resembles a girl. And for the next step, step 2, we choose a quality or an adjective. For example here, sweet. Step 3, we add a comparison object, which is a noun. So the example we have here is honey. Honey is sweet. And step 4, we form the sentence. She is as sweet as honey. So basically, it's a step-by-step technique. And for the second pattern, for the like structure, step 1, we should choose a subject as well. So here we have a he, resembles a boy. Step 2, we decide the idea or a trait. And the trait can be an adjective or a verb. So here we have brave. And then step 3, we choose a comparison object again. It could be anything. It should be a noun. So for example we have here, we choose lion. And step 4, we form the full sentence. So the complete sentence here is he is brave like a lion. This method will help students to understand how similes are built, not just what they look like. And here are some other examples that can be guidance for the students to complete the task. So we have both patterns here, S blank space pattern, and also light pattern. So the first one, like she is as busy as a bee, and the second one is the light pattern, which is the baby slept like a lock. And followed by the third one, her smile shines like the sun, and then the room is as cold as ice. And the next one, the cow moves like a snail, and then the last one, the skin is as soft as silk. So here we have other suggested writing activities or exercise to engage more our simile builder technique. So for the first activity that we have here is a visual hook where students describe images using similes and the technique that they have learned. And for the second activity is simile builder practice where students construct similes step by step just like what they have learned. And for the third one is mini writing task where students apply similes in short paragraphs or mini poems. So these activities promote creativity and they can practice and apply what they have learned in their writing.
So, in this slide, I'm going to talk about the products that we are going to produce for the exhibition. So, firstly, we are planning on producing an infographic poster of the Simile Builder technique. So, this poster is not just for display, but it is designed to be visually engaging and easy to follow so that students can quickly understand the structure and the concept of similes at a glance. We will also include clear examples, step-by-step guidance, and simple formulas that students can refer to while they are doing the activity. And secondly, we plan to produce a ready-to-use worksheet with guided exercises and notes. So this worksheet is designed to make the experience more hands-on and interactive during the exhibition, allowing students to actively apply what they have learned from the poster. So it will include structured activities, the one we mentioned earlier, where students can practice forming similes using prompts and even fill in the blanks exercises and opportunities to create their own short paragraph or mini poem. Okay, so in this slide here, you can see the examples of our final product. So we plan to create an infographic poster that visually explains the simile builder technique, as well as a worksheet that guides students through practice exercises. So these materials are designed to be clear, informative, and of course student friendly. To conclude our pitching, similes should not be memorized, they should be constructed. So, with our simile builder, students are guided step by step to create clear and meaningful and creative comparisons. So, this approach it does not only improves their poetry writing, but it also builds their confidence in using the language. So, thank you, Dr. Hanita, for listening to our pitch.